Imagine for a moment that you live in a world where every decision you make leads to success and happiness. A world where everything is just as it should be. You have all the money you need, the relationships you want, a fulfilling career, and the health you desire. How would you wake up and feel every day? Now, picture yourself creating this world right now. It's not as hard as it might seem, because all it takes is a change in your paradigm. A paradigm is simply a way of thinking about something that shapes your reality. Once you shift your paradigm, everything in your life changes for the better. Hi there, my name is Carlos Ayala with Moonshine Dreams, and in this video series, The Power of Paradigms, we're about to take a trip through an astonishing universe that takes place inside our mind to uncover the systems that control every aspect of our lives. We will explore the paradigms that have been holding back the human race and preventing us from achieving our human potential. We will explain in detail why they are there, where they come from, and how they are impacting your life right now, either in a negative way or a positive way, and discover the paradigms that will allow you to create the life you seek and want. So stay tuned as I break it all down for you in this exciting new video series. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and watch a video or two, because this channel is all about helping you become more successful in life. And if you have any questions while I explain this life-altering concept, please let me know in the comment section and I will do my best to answer them. So let's get started on this amazing journey and shift your paradigms for success. First, let me ask you a couple of questions. Do you remember when you were younger and people will tell you, wow, you look just like your mom or dad or grandparents in this picture? Especially those pictures when your mom or dad were young too. And you were amazed by the resemblance of the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Then, after seeing that resemblance, did you ever wonder why you look like your relatives, or why you behave or have the same personal traits that mom and dad have? These are all good and valid questions. Now, have you ever wondered or asked yourself, why do I keep getting the same results over and over again? Or have you ever wondered why some individuals who have a phenomenal education with an amazing degrees in their resume, but they are not doing very well, while others who may have never finished high school or dropped out of college are earning millions of dollars while building big companies and doing all kinds of impressive things? Have you asked yourself any of these questions or heard someone? I certainly did many, many times. And just like the Bible says, ask and you shall receive, the answer came from Bob Proctor, who is one of the greatest human potential teachers and my mentor. Bob asked the same exact questions for 10 years until he was able to connect the dots and put it in a way that you and I could understand it and put it into action so that we could live a more prosperous life. So, if you're looking to answer those questions, you are going to find them in this video series as I explain why all these things happen. I'm going to explain paradigms in such a way that they will become more visible and obvious to you, so you know what's causing your current results. Because for any change to happen in our life, we first need to be aware of what needs to be changed. Now, let's think for a moment. Our mind controls and runs everything of our life. Families, schools, churches, businesses, governments. Dr. J.B. Ryan once said, "The mind is the greatest power in all of creation." Now you might be wondering, God is the greatest power. Yes, God is the greatest power, and the mind is the greatest power in all of creation, God being the creator and the mind being the creation of God. Now, let this here represent your subconscious mind, and this represent your body. Do you know that your subconscious mind is programmed with something called a paradigm? You might now be wondering, Carlos, what is a paradigm? Well, a paradigm is a multitude of thoughts, feelings, and actions reflected in your daily habits. Now, a habit is nothing but an idea that is fixed here in the subconscious mind that you act on without any conscious thought. And it's our habits and actions that produce our results. So it is the action that causes a reaction, and the action-reaction dynamic alters the conditions, circumstances, and the environment in your life. Now, we are first programmed genetically, and that's why we look and behave like our relatives. But then, after birth, we are also programmed by our outside world. Let's say you were born in Italy to an Italian-speaking Roman Catholic family, but by fate, things changed and you ended up in China with a family who adopted you, did not speak English, and are Buddhist. You will grow up fluent in Chinese and have no knowledge of the English language. You will be eating rice for breakfast instead of Sicilian brioche or cereal, and instead of going to church, you will be going to a temple. You see, whatever goes in from the outside world when we are children becomes programming. We are programmed genetically, and then we are programmed environmentally. Well, at a certain age, a psychic barrier comes up here, and we develop something called the conscious mind. And the conscious mind has hooked up to it 5 sensory factors. You can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. And here we also have our higher faculties. We have something called intellectual factors. We have perception, intuition, memory, the will, reason, and imagination. All these marvelous tools here. Now, there's a power that flows into our conscious mind, and we have the ability to think anything we want to think. But you know what we're going to think? We're going to think thoughts that are in harmony with the paradigm. Because, play with this, the paradigm controls the vibration that your body is in. And make no mistake about it, your body is in a vibration state, and vibration is the law of the universe. The law of vibration states that everything moves, nothing rests. This physical instrument that we're living in is in a very high speed of vibration. If you look at it through a microscope, you will see it dancing right before your eyes. In fact, if you put your body in a complete dark room in front of infrared television camera, you will see yourself as a glistening, radiating, blinking form. Semyon Kirlian, way back in 1934, the Russian photographer, he perfected a form of photography where he could photograph mass, the body, and you could see the ray of energy coming from the body. See, there is a power that flows into you, and it flows to and through you. And when it comes, it has no form. Now, you can build negative ideas or you can build positive ideas. But we build ideas that are in harmony with the paradigm. You know why? If the paradigm is built with X type of energy, you're going to think X type of thoughts. If you have been raised with the paradigm where lack and limitation is common, it's just the way it is, you will never become wealthy. If that is the thinking. Now, let's say we know intellectually, we know we can become wealthy, but if the paradigm says no, you will probably take this power that flows into your conscious mind, that you could make anything out of it, and you will make ideas that are in harmony with the paradigm. Because it is the ideas that you impress upon your subconscious mind that controls the vibration. And if you start to impress why ideas, you're going to move into a very uncomfortable vibration. What would be a why idea? It would be quit your job, sell your house, take the money and invest it in a business so that you can become your own boss. That is a why idea. And that will scare the heck out of most people. Why? Because it's not in harmony with the paradigm. Now, your paradigm is controlling your results. You can have people that have all kinds of degrees here intellectually, they are brilliant, but the results don't match. You will find other people, no formal education, no business experience, the results, they're earning millions of dollars. Why? It's the paradigm. Now, what you want to do is learn how to change the paradigm, and that's what we're going to show you in this video series. Because when you change the paradigm, you change your entire life. Think about that for a moment. We know what we're talking about. Bob Proctor taught this information for almost 60 years, and we've been teaching this to sales teams, CEOs, Fortune 500 companies, psychiatrists, psychologists, behavioral scientists, all over the world or in over 100 different countries. And it works like magic every single time. You know why? The whole world operates by law. The whole universe operates by law. And so do you and me. Everyone. Did you find the information useful? I would love to hear your thoughts. If you could snap your fingers and instantly change one paradigm, what would you like to change to live a more pleasant life? Leave your comments below so I can create more specific and helpful content. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and watch a video or two, because this channel is all about helping you become more successful in life. It's Carlos Ayala, and I look forward to see you in the next video, the unseen forces that influence our daily lives in this Power of Paradigms series.